Hello, good afternoon,
Yes,
everybody.
we're back.
Hi, good evening, California. And good morning, Philippines.
Good
Kamusta?
morning.
Good morning. Happy Sunday sa mga taga-Pilipinas.
Yes,
Mhm.
July 18 na doon, July 17 pa rin kami.
Di bale, darating din tayo sa July 18.
Yes. Diba? Konting hintay
Maya-maya.
lang, California. Nawala lang yung Pilipinas ng oras.
Anyway, again, welcome back to our viewers. Hello, Sky
Share
and
natin. Share.
Julie.
Yes.
Hello, Pao.
Hello. Ano yung share mo, Julie?
I-share ko yung Alab Assembly na Ménage, Trois, episode 12 sa profile ko. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Share din natin. Yeah.
I-share natin iyan. Okay. So yung topics natin for today are about utang na loob and
Yes.
gossip or chismis, 'di ba? Okay. Di ko rin alam bakit ko 'to napili, pero
Yun ang topic nga eh.
pero kasi medyo interested lang ako malaman yung opinion ng ibang tao about utang na loob, which is also known as psychology contract. Kasi 'di ba ang utang na loob parang ano yan eh, medyo sikat yan sa Filipino culture, 'di ba? Not only sa Filipino culture, medyo may napapansin rin ako across different cultures.
Values, di ba? Madalas, they teach that as part of, values to
Mm-mm.
consider it, di ba? Magkaroon ka ng utang na loob. And all.
Oo nga.
To give back.
To give
Yes.
back. So, yun ang definition nyo sa utang na loob. To
I
give.
think it's contextual.
Yeah.
Siguro in every
And it
setting,
has its
iba-iba
social.
din yung ibig sabihin ng utang na loob.
Okay.
Kasi feel ko there's a healthy way of approaching utang na loob and there's also an unhealthy way of
Yes.
approaching it.
Yeah.
So parang again may spectrum siya kung
Yeah,
gaano katagal yung utang mo.
Oo.
Okay. So, so it's another form of like expressing gratitude, tapos meron din siyang pros and cons in terms of like yung relationship natin sa isa't isa. Okay. So, yun yung opinion nyo and na-bring up nyo yung may pros and cons siya. So, kayo, may experience ba kayo na it's okay if kung ayaw yung i-share, pero tanong ko lang just to put it out there, was there a time na na parang medyo hindi kayo kampante or you don't feel comfortable expressing again utang na loob? It's because one of your friends or family members parang medyo parang may guilt trip na utang na loob mo naman yan. Yung parang may ganun ba?
Because that's entitlement naman yung iba. No one is entitled sa utang na loob, di ba? It's a matter of ikaw as a tao realizing that for yourself na kung ano yung utang na loob mo with someone who has helped you or something like that, And of course, like what Sky said, naniniwala ako doon na may extreme part na baka mas maging masama yung outcome because iba yung intention ng pagka
Toxicness.
ng utang na loob or something. So, there's a certain spectrum para balanse yung utang na loob at saka mabuting approach for it. Kasi yung iba akala mo naman entitled ka agad sila for it na talagang gets so.
May mga ganun talagang situation. May example ako doon.
Guys, nag-comment pala si Ness and ito yung point of view niya for utang na loob. For me, utang na loob is more of keeping that respect. Tama, exactly. With someone who did good to you, who did you good. Not necessarily have to pay them the exact same thing that they did, but to keep the respect as always. Yes, there's a certain respect that should stay sa isang relationship for the utang na loob to be healthy. Hello, everyone. Keep it up, y'all. Yes. Thank you, Ness.
Thank you, Nes.
Thank you.
Gusto kong i-point out yung sinabi ni Nes doon na
Yes. Want me to
na
show it?
sinabi niya is, okay, thank you. Teka, hide ko lang to. Sabi niya, not necessarily have to pay them the exact same thing that they did, but to keep that respect as always. So, act of acknowledgement or keeping that respect to someone is, I think, good enough na parang, kumbaga, hindi good, yeah, maybe good enough, or parang may mutual respect kayo sa isa't isa, na parang, diba, na parang, ako, sige, may utang na loob talaga ako sa parents ko. Pero that can be toxic if hindi siya na-handle ng maayos, diba? Kung yung parents ko, masyado ako dinidrill, diba? Pero kapag yung medyo napapansin ko naman, tapos alam mo yung may open communication, ganun, I guess yung basta lang may respeto pa rin sa isa't isa, okay na. So, gusto ko yung na-bring up doon, Ines. So, talking about extremes, kasi yung iba, hindi
marespeto. Yung iba hindi marespeto.
Iba kasi bastos, de joke lang.
Oo, bastos. In short. Like for example,
entitled kasi sila.
Oo, like, dapat talaga yung mga tao, they should stop feeling so entitled of everything in the world.
So, for example, go ahead.
But, I guess, kasi utang na loob also, it comes with, as simple as yung may episode like 4 friends, si Rachel pati si Monica. Si Monica yung laging may pera kasi siya yung laging nag-work hard, di ba? Pero yung very giving siya sa friends siya, kala Rachel, ganyan, hindi equal yung sweldo nila but they're very like, ang healthy ng friendship nila kasi like, Rachel is still a good friend. Alam niya yung utang na loob niya kay Monica. But then, they really have that mutual respect, trust. And, once you are, kasi of course naman, if you do a favor for someone, like, you have to make sure also na, like, di ba? You have to make sure na okay yung tao. Kasi, minsan nga, manunumbat, mga ganon. Pero, dapat hindi naman dapat manunumbat. Or, like, as simple as they're gonna just turn against you and then parang wala na silang respeto.
Yeah.
Pero nanunumbat pa rin sila ng may utang na loob yun kasi pero there's no respect. That's why respect is so important. Yeah.
And I think also, I've also had experience on the other spectrum na yung tao naman na sobrang hiyang-hiya siya sa tulong na binigay. You know, because for example, we were in the situation wherein we were better well off than the person we were helping, for example. And we gave a lot to this person, and in the end, parang hiyang-hiya siya sa tulong na tinanggap niya na he'll never pay it back. Na instead of having the effort to pay it back, parang lumayo na lang.
Ano ba yung pay it back na sinasabi mo?
Like whatever kaya utang, let's say monetary,
okay,
but or in kind, diba? Parang sa sobrang dinamdam niya kasi gift na yun parang hindi, gift namin yan sa'yo. Okay, hindi na kailangan magbayad. I think sa sobrang kahihiyan niya nagtumanggap ng tulong naman na instead of accepting it wholeheartedly, parang siya pa yung napalayo. Parang I had that experience naman na instead of being grateful, parang it became like a shameful kind of experience.
Interesting.
Yeah. Baka pwede rin, did you try helping that person even without that person asking for help?
It was a mutual thing that this person was asking for help. Parang ganun lang. Parang sa sobrang hiya niya, sa sobrang utang niya, parang feel niyang hindi niya kayang mabalik yung utang niya. Which is, we were not really requiring it or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Parang
dinamdam niya masyado yun. Parang distance when you...
Yeah, dinamdam niya masyado yun na parang, oh my gosh, this is too much for me. Na, alam mo yun? Something like that. So I guess that's also the other spectrum I'm seeing in the end. you know.
Guys,
okay.
may follow-up ko si Ness. Yeah. Friend ko yan eh. Bay Area. Syempre, Ness. Follow-up. Ito kasi yung utang na hindi pwedeng singilin. For example, me as a father, I will never pressure my sons to bring or give this back to me. Hindi ko pwedeng singilin sa kanila balang araw. Pero this is more from the recipient. Yeah, it's really the recipient. Like for my sons to decide on their end kung paano nila yun ibabalik. Even with friendship, kapag halimbawa, tinulungan kita, tapos siningil din kita because of utang na loob, mali din yun eh. Hayaan kita kung paano mo gusto ibalik. Yeah. Kasi, di ba, yun eh, nasa tao kasi yan kung marirealize nila kung may utang na loob ba sila o wala eh. Hindi mo siya pwedeng isumbat yung utang na loob mo.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to it. Pero, nasa tao nga yan kung marirealize nila.
So, tama talaga yung word na sinabi mo kanina, Julie, yung word na entitlement talaga. Kasi pag magbibigay pag magbibigay ka sa tao, parang wholehearted mo siyang ibibigay. Siyempre, pag if you're expecting a repayment, siyempre, pag-uusapan niyo yun, di ba? Let's just talk about money here. So, may utang ka sa akin 5 pesos, ganon. So, alam mong babalik yun. Pero yung mga gifts na ganon, parang feel ko na pag-gift sa'yo, you don't, as the giver, don't expect anything in return. Kasi binigay mo na yun eh, sa taong yun.
It's a gift,
so,
diba?
That's just me.
Like that, as simple as a gift. So,
yeah. At saka kung magbibigay ka, at make sure na komportable ka, and buo yung intention mong tumulong, na parang kapag hindi ka binayaran, alam mo yun, yung tipong wala ka talagang ine-expect na babayaran ka ng tao. Kaya nga, nangangailangan yung tao kasi, di ba, kailangan niya ng tulong eh. Bakit ka pa mag-e-expect? You just leave off that to the recipient para lang magkaroon ng peace of mind yung recipient na parang, eto, tutulungan kita para lang ma-resolve mo na yung problema mo. At kasi you want to give them peace of mind, diba?
Pero alam mo, may mga na-meet na rin ako mga tao na parang ugaling monsters na walang utang na loob. Kasi ang utang na loob for me is, connected to respect. You get what I mean? You know, if someone helped you, wala silang ginawang masama sa'yo, respetuhin mo yung tao. Tinulungan ka, hindi ka namang ginago eh. Diba?
Totoo.
Pero bakit mo gagaguhin? Wala kang respeto. Yung mga gano'n. So, bumili nga na sa tao na yun. May mga ganyang tao na parang, I don't know. Because in English, considerate, then somehow kind of connects with utang na loob.
So, kanina, okay. So, parang, okay. So, example lang dun sa, yung sa entitlement. Agree ako doon. Marami talagang tao na parang unconsciously or consciously, regardless of what their choices are, talaga nandun yung feeling of entitlement. Like, for example, pag-usapan natin organ transplant, diba? Organ transplant.
Wow.
Sabihin na
it's a big thing to give away.
Organ transplant. Sabihin natin.
Mabigat na topic niya.
At para sa'yo pa.
Organ transplant.
Napahawak ako sa liver ko din.
Pero hindi. Kasi diba, parang yung si amo, alam mo na, si amo, tapos yung employer versus employee relationship. Yung mga kasambahay. Maraming, may kakilala naman ako. Pero hindi ko na i-reveal, obviously. Yun nga, yung sa organ transplant. So, si employee or si amo, nangangailangan ng organ transplant donor, di ba? So, ina-expect niya si kasambahay or si employee na magdo-donate. Tapos, ito naman si employee, parang sobrang ang taas ng tingin niya sa amo niya, marami nang natulungan. Alam mo yun, sobrang indebted siya. And she feels na pressured siya na mag-agree doon sa agreement na yun, na magiging, donor. Yeah. Tapos yung family member ni amo yung recipient. So, yun yung biggest example like na entitlement na si employee konti lang yung options, parang pressured siya. Pero si employer ang dami niyang options. What if si employee kailangan ng transplant donor? Tingin mo ba si employee pwede niya tanungin si employer, 'di ba? Parang what if kung medyo na switch yung dynamic doon? Paano kaya yung approach ng utang na loob doon? Pero very very sticky siya pagdating sa gano'n na minsan nakakainis lang. Kung titingnan mo siya sa ganung perspective, 'di ba?
It's just the expectation. I think yun yung word. Na-expect mo na bumalik sa'yo yung binigay mo. And I think that's the time na, teka muna, tama ba yun?
Yeah.
Like, So,
Yeah.
and I think then na, where was I? Sorry.
Pagiging chill. You were saying about expectations, how it's lined up with utang na loob.
Yeah. And I think for me, if someone shows me kindness, parang for me it just inspires me to pass it on.
Yeah.
Parang yung utang na loob ko, hindi naman necessarily bumalik dun sa taong nagbigay sa akin. It 'di ba? Parang pass it on to the next person.
Ay, gusto ko yan. Tama ka dyan.
Pay it forward.
Maganda yan.
Alam mo na naka-experience ako dito, more than once, probably twice, I don't know if thrice, na yung sa toll gate, the one in front of me would pay.
Talaga?
Toll na tao na, you can go ahead. Then, binayaran na nung harap. So, nagawin ko, babayaran ko yung likod. Na ganyan. Wala lang. I would still pay. Pero ang lang, very nice lang. Parang
may yun, gusto ko yun. Gusto ko yung concept na gano'n. Hindi porket na dapat direct approach parate. Pwede mo siyang gawin na parang domino effect and pay it forward, and then para cyclical yung dating niya, 'di ba? Like spreading good vibes, no?
Yeah.
Yun. Magusto ko yung concept na yun.
I feel like the cosmos will return it back to me. 1,000-folds, di ba?
Guys, marami nang nagko-comment.
Ay, marami ba?
Oo.
Tingnan natin yan.
Hindi pa natin sila nakita. But si Kiev, Napukao, Green Hearts, thank you. Si Edziel Clavillas, good morning po sa inyo.
Morning.
And then si Arvin Bacoro, Francisco, yes, hello. And then, ako, PJ, yes, 420, yes.
PJ.
Yes. And then, of course,
shout out.
Teka. Si Destiny, yan. Dave Intorio, J Review, should utang na loob be expected from others? Hindi nga entitlement niya.
Hindi.
Yeah, so, but very good question. And then,
si Jason may comment.
Oo nga eh. Si Liza Hernan. Hi, Liza. Hi. And then, si Jason Vergara. Maswerte ang mga taong may tunay na kaibigan. Yes.
Tama.
Agree.
Totoo yan.
Agreed.
And you check your circle, di ba? Dapat tunay mga kasama mo. Na alam mo, they got you. And then, they want to best.
When you need help, they're there. And vice versa, di ba?
Shout out po, Miss I thank you.
March.
Jad Lester Mark. Have a great day. Yes. Good morning, RJ.
Ang daming gising ngayon, ha?
Si Jane. Hi. Good morning.
Hi, Jane.
RJ. Ay, pinod ko na ba yan? Good vibes. Good morning po. Michael Casino.
Mart. Yes. Mart lang last name niya? Dot.
Baka mahaba. Mahaba lang eh.
Siguro nahirapan kang lagay yung pangalan mo sa test paper noon. Anyway, ayun nga. So, no, parang yung approach or yung concept natin or the way how we dissect utang na loob and how we apply it to everyday, iba-iba eh. Employee, employer, yun nga, kasambahay, yung isang example. Tapos family rin. Ako, minsan sasabihin sa akin ng isang family member na, Team, gawin mo yan. Hindi mo, dati, ganyan ang ginawa niyan sa'yo nung bata ka. Parang paulit-ulit na lang sinasabi sa amin. Tapos one time, sinabi ko yon sa kaibigan ko, isa sa mga best friends ko. Na parang, alam mo, every time, yun at yun ang sinasabi sa akin. Memorize ko na parati yung linya na sabihin nila sa akin. Tapos gusto ko yung sinabi sa akin ng friend ko. Sabi ng friend ko, alam mo, kahit mamatay na tayong lahat, meron ka pa rin talagang utang na loob dyan sa taong yan. Kaya, wag mo... Yun nga, sabi niya. At least alam mo kung ano yung ginawang tama at kabutihan nung taong yon sa'yo nung bata ka. And at least na-acknowledge mo yon. And hindi mo naman kailangan ipakita or iparamdam yon araw-araw doon sa taong yon. At least may respeto ka and you see that person as a person, then that's good enough. And make sure na you are also, kind-hearted and you make sure you also help other people.
Yeah.
So, doon na iba yung concept ko with utang na loob. Kasi before, feeling ko, burden siya. Kasi lagi akong sinasabihan ng family ko. Tapos, dahil dun sa friend kong yon, naisip ko na, nga naman, might as well pay it forward to others or to that person.
For me personally, ayoko talaga nagkakautang na loob. I don't like being indebted to anybody. Totoo lang. kung pwede ko siyang bayaran.
May independent spirit ka parang.
Ayoko talagang ayoko ng feeling na I'm indebted to somebody. Pero I felt, I think one of the highest moments of one of the most touching moments for me was with my mother-in-law. So, there was a time na my mother-in-law, may binili siya para sa akin. Bili siya sa akin like for my husband, not for me really. And I wanted to pay for it. Like ako na magbayad. Sabi niya, "No, we're family. Don't think of it as this is yours, this is mine, we're all family now. So whatever we're spending on, whatever we're putting investment on, it's for us." So parang din ako na-touch, parang parang and it just made me realize na pag family talaga, iba talaga ang dynamics ng you cannot hindi mo pwedeng singyan yung anak mo eh. Na ito pinambayad ko sa tuition mo to.
Unless
bawat taon, di ba?
Parang
di ba? Parang it's family is just you're giving it because it's out of love. Yeah. Di ba? It's out of love. And there'll come a time where I'll have children and I'll be paying their tuition and sheltering them and then the cycle goes on. So I think
selfless talaga no?
Yeah, I think it's just all about intention. Yun talaga yung ano bang intention mo, ba't ka nagbibigay? Di ba?
Yes.
If yung intention mo masama, huwag ka na magbigay. Di ba?
Yeah, and then hindi ka komportable, magbigay, di ba?
Di ba? So, yun lang. It's all about where it's coming from.
And kung may hidden agenda, wag na.
Yun din. Kasi hindi mo malalaman yung tao eh. Di ba? Hindi mo rin matatansya yung tao na kung ano ba talaga yung heart, ano ba talaga yung puso niya, kung saan talaga nalalagay until dumating na yung panahon na sana magbayad ka ng utang. Diba?
May question pala and may comment si Mr. Michael. Mukhang mahirap, Ma'am Julie, malegalize ang weed dito sa Pinas kasi nakadepende sa tao, yung iba kasi abuso na. With regards to the utang na loob and with that, like, sa Pilipinas ba, kumbaga kung ang utang na loob, kailangan talaga you have to have respect does that say na maraming tao sa Pilipinas magrespeto? Kasi they can't even, yung sinasabi niya na iba, abuso, di ba? Abuso means
iba yung purpose nila kung bakit nila ginagamit ang weed sa Pilipinas. Kasi,
Yung ba yung sinasabi mo, kasama ba doon kasi yung iba, hindi naman nila nire-respeto talaga yung halaman, iba talaga yung purpose nila.
Yeah.
Kasi iba't ibang ano yan eh. Again, I mean, sobrang nagasgas na yung term na iba na depende talaga yan sa tao. Pero talagang totoo eh, depende talaga yun sa tao. Kung yung usage ng weed nagagamit siya sa masamang konteksto at may langaw. Sorry. Ano yung sasabi ko? Ayun nga, kung sa Pilipinas, ang mga ibang tao ginagamit ang weed sa masamang konteksto at kung meron silang gustong iparating at na maipasama ang halaman na yun ang iniisip ko na abuso. Na parang wag niyo naman masyadong i-take for granted just because you could easily plant a seed from the soil, gagamitin yun na. Kasi masama yun eh. Like, for example, okay, I don't know if I'm making sense here, pero okay, I'll try my best. So, like, for example, Coke, diba? Ang Coke, masyado siyang hindi ine-encourage sa mga tao na may mga diabetes. Pero may mga...
Drink to. Coke.
Oh, I thought it was coffee.
Para klaro.
Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think bottom line is, there will always be people who will abuse it. Okay? Lahat ng cultures, lahat ng kahit sino ka man, talagang may tendencies mag-abuso. Human nature. Like, that's my word for the day. Human nature. Lahat tayo talaga may tendencies mag-abuso.
Less harmful nga to than tobacco.
Pero yun nga, yun talaga ang number one is sa cannabis. Walang namamatay sa cannabis. Let's just put it that way. And alcohol, people are dying left and right because of alcohol.
And heart failure.
We're talking about the so somehow the culture.
But
there's also the politics side of abuse.
For sure.
Yeah. There's also probably like,
so yeah, sa tao lang talaga yan. There's always gonna be good, there's always gonna be bad. We just have to stay away from the bad people.
Mamili tayo, ano ba tayo, di ba?
Tsaka kung ano ba talaga yung intention ng mga taong yon. So, ewan ko.
Yeah.
So maging mindful lang tayo on how we actually want to use this.
Because I still believe that, the main purpose really is, this is medicine. And it's true. A lot of sick people use cannabis for their ailments. And it is really medicine in a lot of ways. So, yun lang rin naman yun na I still feel that there's a chance for legalization. Meron pa ring chance na ma-legalize ito dahil kumalat naman na talaga ang katotohanan. Is neighbor nyo na nga Thailand, di ba? Medical na sila. So, kumbaga, there's no denying it is medicine. And that's why I still feel na malaki ang chance nitong maging legal. Maging, hindi lang open-minded eh. You yourself, you try to educate yourself in a sense na basahin nyo din para talagang malaman nyo na totoo nga, gamot ito. Ang daming mga patients na naaalis yung seizures nila dito, di ba? Lalo na yung mga bata na sunod-sunod yung mga seizures nila. Proven na yun, di ba? And aside pa doon, ang dami ng testimonies for the PTSD users na nakakatulong talaga sa kanila yon than taking other heavier prescribed chemical drug, di ba? So, it is medicine and yun lang, magigising na man hopefully yung mga nasa posisyon, it's out there. May mga naririnig naman din ako mga nagsasalita na rin naman sa
community.
Yeah. Siguro the war on drugs, I think, is something we want to address talaga. Kasi sa Amerika, I think, iba na talaga ang drugs ngayon eh. Hindi na katulad ng dati. Parang mas na-decriminalize na like a few months ago, na-decriminalize ng psilocybin, di ba? Yung mushroom, LSD. Na-decriminalize sila. I think Democrats are pushing for decriminalization in all 50 states of cannabis. So, alam mo yun, slowly, and we're starting to open up. And I hope the Philippines also wakes up and sees na talaga na ano ba talaga yung dahilan? Bakit ba talaga pinupunta rin? Ba't init na init ba ang gobyerno sa cannabis, di ba? We have to also look at the history of the country and history of bakit ba naging illegal to.
And guys, alam niyo nga iulitin ko lang kasi baka yung iba ngayon pa lang nag-review ng Ménage Trois. But one of our hosts po, si Paula po, is a non-cannabis user. Pero supporter siya dahil alam niya at nakikita niya na cannabis is medicine for a lot of people. And it is helping a lot of people. So bakit niya pipigilan din yun, nakikita niya. So mga ganun po na even if you're not a user, at least you educate yourself so that you know that and you can support the movement that's already happening. May movement na po kasi sa Pilipinas.
Yeah. Kasi kaya ko rin naman din binigyan ng effort yung sarili ko na maging, alam mo yun, na i-educate yung sarili ko, expose yung sarili ko tungkol sa cannabis. It's because, parang, at first, very curious ako eh. Ano ba talaga, ganun. Pero, ngayon, siguro nag-level up ako to the point na ayoko na nang makarinig ng kahit anong chismis, na kahit anong negative thing about cannabis. Kasi, nandiyan ang internet, napakadami nating resources. Huwag tayong maging bulag at huwag tayong maging bingi pagdating sa background ng cannabis. And again, matagal nang ginagamit tong halaman na to. And again, nandun din ako sa ni Sky na bakit init na init ang government na ipagbawal ang cannabis sa Pero alam mo yun, very hopeful ako kasi meron talagang mga advocates sa Philippines, tapos dito rin sa California, and alam mo yun, lahat tayo we are taking baby steps. Pero ang goal talaga namin dito is to educate people as much as we could so that we could break those stereotypes, and alam mo yun, para magtigil na yung chismis. which is very timely na ito yung topic nga pala natin. Utang na loob and chismis. But anyway, yun nga.
Or misinformation. I think in this world, information is so quick, especially internet ngayon. Kahit ang dami ng information out there, ang bilis. Kaso ang problema natin, ano ba talaga yung totoong information, tsaka ano ba talaga yung hindi.
Okay, yeah.
So, misinformation is, for me, I would say misinformation can also be a form of gossip. Diba? It's screwing the truth.
Yes. Oo. Kaya kailangan may backup kayong evidentiary support.
Yeah. Kaya dapat meron kayong parang reliable source, kumbaga. Kasi, okay, medyo switch tayo ng gears. Kasi sabi nila, ang gossip is casual or unconstrained conversation or reports about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. So, sa cannabis, yung background ng cannabis, yung story ng cannabis, ano yung health benefits ng cannabis, make sure punta kayo dun sa mga reliable sources, di ba? Hindi yung mga sources na dyan sa kapitbahay. Effort din tayo pagdating sa going online. Isa sa platform is yung Alab Assembly, of course. Tapos yung, I'm blanking out, Cannabis Party list.
Medical Cannabis Party, yes.
Medical Cannabis Party, yung mga ganun. And yung platform din namin na Alab Assembly, nag-produce kami lately ng yung Weedocation. So, yun yung masasabi ko right now na kung paano ninyo isa-start yung sarili nyo to educate yourself about cannabis. But yun nga, may advantage and disadvantage ang gossip. Do you think may advantage or disadvantage?
I don't think there's any advantages
Mind
of
your
gossip.
own
Okay, just checking.
I think ang laki ng part ng respect dyan.
Yeah.
Gossip is so disrespectful most of the time, you know.
Yeah.
Or is it all the time? Basta,
Pero,
gets ko yung mga, like, yung mga kabataan ngayon na inaalam yung mga Hollywood lifestyle nila, kung sino man yung mga sikat ngayon sa Hollywood, di ba? Gets ko naman yung entertainment part ng gossip nila doon. Pero yung mga chismosa at grabing naninira na ng mga imahe ng mga tao, di ba?
Ay.
Carry support ba kayo? Kasi ako meron. Pag ako nagsalita, meron ako. But my point is, yung nakakasira yan, yung gossip na yan. Nakakasira yan ng mga buhay ng mga tao na, and you know, they have to be careful with what they say because the tongue is, you know, it cuts sharp. Di ba?
Yeah. Ako, tingin ko meron siyang konting advantage if you are really willing to help that person.
Yeah.
You know, like for example sa friends.
Yung nalaman mo lang.
Na parang
yung nakikichismis na, di ba? Iba kasi yung chismosa eh.
Na parang halimbawa, kaibigan mo, close mo talaga yung kaibigan mo. Halimbawa, kayong dalawa, tapos may narinig ako. Tatanungin ko kayong dalawa na parang, uy, sabi ni ganito, totoo ba yun? Yun, I think yun lang yung parang advantage.
Confronting the gossip. Confronting.
Yeah.
Kasi,
that part.
Instead of keeping the gossip going.
Or advantage na nakarating sa'yo, no, na parang, and then I can clarify it.
Parang, Julie, awayin ko, joke. Yung parang ganun nga. So, I think yun yung...
Pero what if they're lying? Kunwari, so, totoo ba yun? Ginawa mo sa niya?
Hindi. Depende kung hanggang anong extent. Kasi pwedeng mapunta sa sa Judge Judy. Or something. Di ba?
I guess labas na doon na parang natanong mo na eh.
Kasi kaya nga, yung gossip na yan. Di ba?
At least ma-end na yung gossip na yon. It's done, di ba? Ma-stop mo na. Na-confirm mo na sa source, di ba? And then it's over.
Yeah. Yun nga eh. Kasi talagang nakakasira talaga siya ng reputation ng isang tao and hindi alam nung iba kung paano talaga alam mo yun, na maiwasan yung ganong klaseng behavior. Pero I think ang cannabis ulit ipapasok natin ulit yung cannabis. I think yung cannabis, makakatulong din siya sa mga chismosa.
I hope.
If take a pause.
Diba?
Meditate before they actually do something that's, like gossip. So, it could probably...
Try to assess themselves na lang.
Stop. Siguro. Nagkaroon sila ng self-awareness.
Isip-isip muna, di ba? Bago mag-comment.
Saan ba ang galing ng gossip? Let's go back. Let's go back a few steps. I am the gossiper, di ba? Let's just say I'm spreading gossip. Let's just say, okay. Ano ba talaga yung behind? What's in the back of my mind? Bakit ba ako gustong manira ng tao? Parang you also have to look at the person. Parang some people kasi napaka-natural na talagang mag-sinungaling eh. I mean, expert na sila eh. I mean, it's just part of their nature, to say untrue statements with a straight face. Poker face talaga. Pero yun, so, alam mo yun, is it out of jealousy? Is it out of,
maraming
motivations?
Oo, sabihin natin gano'n, maraming motivational factors.
Kung ba't mo itong manira, diba?
Na parang, kasi one is, depende kung ano yung relationship mo doon sa tao na pinag-uusapan ninyo.
Correct. competition, ganon.
Yeah. So competition is definitely there. And then second is yung self-esteem mo. You want to make the look you may gusto mong yung person na yon look bad, 'di ba?
Diba?
And minsan yung iba talaga
mind your own business. You do what you love. I love art. I love music. I'm gonna do that. Bala kayo, do your thing. You know, I respect you. You respect me. Pero pag parang ang labo mo, wait, di ba?
Boundaries na lang.
Boundaries. Tapos ako, bahala ako. I continue. Then I hear shit na ako daw ganito, ganyan. Di ba may mga ganun, di ba? Mga nagagossip sila.
Yeah.
What do I do if I get confronted with that? Or what do you guys do when you get confronted with that?
Ng true friend ko, nasabihin sa akin na, uy, Pao, sabi ni ganito ka daw.
Or when you just hear gossip about you.
Una, sasabihin ko, sino nagsabi? Sabihin sa anong kaibigan, baka awayin mo. Hindi ko aawayin, ika-clarify ko lang.
I'll call for backup.
Pero kapag sinabi ng friend ko na pawag na.
What if it's so hurtful? What do you do?
I-approach ko talaga yung tao. Sabihin ko na, ba't yun ang sinabi mo? Bakit kasama ba kita parati sa bahay? Hindi naman, diba? Yun na. Yun ang, na parang, but
also, maybe it's also a warning sign then that, oops, boundaries. Yan.
Iwas.
De, tsaka kasi yung iba talaga, very excited sila eh. Parang yun yung nagpapa-excite sa kanila eh. Gusto nila may nakikitang, away.
Ay, yeah.
Parang manipulative yung dating, di ba?
Yeah.
Guys, sorry. Ang daming nag-comment. Gusto nyo, pause muna tayo.
Sige.
Alright. So, here, Kuya Ed. Present. Hi, Kuya Ed.
Hi, Kuya Ed.
Wala ako dito. Ito, si Jason Vergara. Respect and love is the most important you can give each other. Tulad na lang sa halaman, kailangan po talaga natin na may pagmamahal at respeto dito. Exactly, yes, I agree with you. Dahil hindi ito masama sa tao, yes. Pagkos ito po nga ang ating pag-asa na magkaroon tayo ng panibagong buhay, na magkaroon ng malayang diskriminasyon tungkol sa halaman. Hindi po ito droga. Ang marijuana ay gamot at maraming benepisyo ang hatid ng halaman. Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah, and I think that respect starts to dwindle when we know that, cannabis is equal to earning and money and
pag naging yung ang tawag yung dirty politics na nangyayari.
So once, kasi nga, ang cannabis nga ay gamot. So, hindi siya dapat, talagang people will profit from it, pero kailangan pa rin yung motivation mo talaga. Ano ba talaga yung nag-motivate sa'yo?
It will separate the intentions.
Yeah.
I guess yung yung parang sa isang tao ay siguro ask yourself if what kind of relationship do you want.
Ako eh.
yung i-question din natin minsan sa sarili natin na ano ba yung gusto kong klaseng relationship na i-establish sa kapwa ko? Is it transformational or transactional? Kasi kung transformational, di ba? Kung transformational, edi tulungan, di ba? Hindi crowd mentality. Kung transactional, bye-bye. Kasi kapag, there are benefits when it comes to transactional kasi minsan kailangan ko yun. Pero dapat there is a clear line when it could get corrupt or kung nako-corrupt na yung transactional relationship, yung buong pagkatao mo kasi hindi na yun maganda. Diba? So I guess yun yung question natin sa sarili natin na how do we want to evolve as a person in terms of relationship to one another? So yun. Si Jacob may comment.
Oo. Jacob Santos Magtibay. There's two types of ng tao sa atin. Kontra at hindi kontra. nakakalungkot lang isipin na ang hirap ipatupad sa atin kung ano pa yung makakabuti. Kailangan talaga patuloy ang pagpapakalat ng kaalaman. Yes, totoo. Tungkol sa mabuting maidudulot nito.
Yes. Yeah,
And
focus
we're
tayo sa
trying our best talaga with even with our other videos sa Alab Assembly po, talagang yun po yung layunin namin. We just wanna spread education awareness, you know, and authenticity then. Yeah. Kasi yung iba, they're advocating for what the plant is doing for them. Kasi talagang medical patient talaga sila na, you know, it's a matter of them either choosing the plant or choosing those pills, di ba? Tons and tons of pills. So they would rather stick with the plant. And
I think it's just giving people opportunities to choose for themselves. Yung alternatives. Yun lang.
Yung pinaglalaban po namin yan, nagsasalita po talaga yung mga tao.
Kasi yun yung freedom natin, di ba? Parang ang sarap ng pakiramdam na, ang dami ko palang options.
Exactly.
Diba? Yung sabi nga, di ba, ni Tony Gonzaga, options, options, options.
Ay. Si Tyrone Ralph, magandang morning, mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
You know, if the thing is, if I was in the Philippines, I'd want options. Like, you know, if I want something to help me sleep, you know, I have weed to go to. I don't have to drink synthetic meds. You know, if I'm feeling down or uninspired, you know, I have this option instead of other recreational drugs, diba?
You have the most healthy option, diba? You have that freedom.
Yeah. And the thing is, pagdating naman ng cannabis sa Pilipinas, hindi naman yan lahat tara, lahat tayo mag-cannabis. I mean, I think yan ang ating isip ng tao eh. Pag nasa cannabis, nasa Pilipinas yung cannabis, lahat bibili ng cannabis. I mean, some people won't. Some people will do. Some people will say it's for them. Some people will say it's for not for them. So, but it's just having that choice, you know.
Yeah, oo nga, nakakatawa, no? Parang, baka isa yun sa mga iniisip nila na biglaan na lang na, na magka-cannabis. Pero, hindi naman.
Guys, si Leia pala, or advocate siya sa Portland, Oregon, yung medical cannabis testimony niya. So, yeah, she's saying,
hello!
Hi, Leia! And also, hi
Leia.
sa family mo, kay Reggie. And hello. Yeah, thank you. We'll have
Thanks for joining us, Leia.
Smoke session.
Anyway, ayun nga, natawa ako sa comment ni Choi Burmas.
Sabi ni Jason, sorry robot na to. Ano yung comment? Sige, saan
lang.
Ito, yes.
Matakot.
Tama si Miss Pao. Makakatulong ito sa mga
chismosa.
Pwede nito mapatigil ang pakikipagchismosan ng mga tao na hindi naniniwala.
Totoo yan.
Nagkakalma nga sila.
Alam niyo kung bakit ko naisip din yon? Well, thankfully rin dahil kay Julian Sky kasi na-enlighten naman din nila ako dyan sa concept na yan. Pero na-notice ko sa mga kaibigan ko dito sa Bay Area, kapag yung halimbawa, sabihin natin tapos na kami mag-rehearsal, no? Tapos may biglang chismis, may topic of the day. Tapos kapag yung parang, hindi pa sila nagsasmoke. Tapos yung, ako naman nakikinig lang ako. Kasi ako talaga, ayoko talaga makisali sa mga ganun eh. Ewan ko, parang ayoko lang. Di ako komportable. Pero makikinig lang ako. Tapos napapansin ko sa kanila, hindi pa sila nagsasmoke, di papag-usapan nila, no? And then, during smoking, medyo nagiging off-topic na sila. Tapos iba't-iba na yung pinag-uusapan na namin, different movies, cartoons, tapos iba't-ibang, alam mo na, hindi chismis ang pinag-uusapan namin.
Interest. So, you guys are just discussing common interest.
Yun yung napansin ko sa kanila.
Good vibes lang.
Tambay lang, ganun.
Yeah.
So, siguro, iwas tayo minsan, kung makakaiwas. Tapos, kung tahimik lang, kung wala kayong masasabing maganda sa kapwa ninyo, let's shut our mouths.
And don't use the past of other people against them, because people are different now, and that's just plain desperate and evil.
Yeah, so may mga questions ba ang viewers natin in terms of utang na loob, gossip, cannabis, tignan natin. Kayo, ladies, Sky, Julie, may gusto kayong comment?
For
sa topic natin today, or may gusto kayong i-bring up?
Siguro with like if you're a victim of chismis, if you're that person, I really believe na the truth will really come out one way or another. So it will come out.
It will come out. It will show.
It will just continue doing the good things. Just continue showing, being true to yourself. And because if you say one, if for that person, if one person says a gossip or a lie, ang hirap kasi yung ganung lifestyle eh. Kasi kailangan may follow-up na gossip or lie after lie. And honestly, I don't want to live that way. I don't want to be around people who have that culture. So ako na mismo, parang, like I said, I will separate myself, or yun nga, boundaries lang. Kung how much time will I invest with this person, or I don't know, parang kinokonsente ko na ba siya na alam kong naglalay siya, pero I mean, I don't know. Do you confront the person na parang ano ba, tigil mo na nga yan. Sinungaling mo? I mean, how do you go about that, di ba?
Yeah. Minsan hindi mo talaga alam paano siya i-approach right there and then no? Parang minsan parang tahimik ka na lang muna.
Because alam rin naman siguro ng tao na yun yung katotohanan, pero bakit ganun? Yung mga gossipers, di ba? Parang, I mean, what I mean is like, the truth is they don't really know. Yun naman talagang katotohanan. You don't really know. Yeah. So why gossip about it?
Yeah.
And at the same time, you have to have respect. So be careful what you gossip about too. You gossip about, let's say, the good things or something. Or they're good. Spreading positivity and sharing.
Positivity and creating.
Depende talaga yun on how respectful the person is inside, what his or her intentions ba, diba? And yeah, basically.
Yeah, and if you hear gossip, parang let it end with us na. Parang okay, narinig ko na. Wag mo na siyang i-replay ulit sa katabi mo. Wag mo na i-replay yun. 'Di ba? Kasi ganoon naman ang gossip eh. It just rolls eh. It just rolls until somebody decides to say, I will not continue with this behavior, and just shut up. Parang sa akin na siya mag-end.
Tao talaga yan eh. Kaya like, para rin sa akin, if I respect, if gossip get like may na-receive akong story from ganito, ganyan. If I feel like that's negative, I end it like, okay. And I think it's not for me to share it to anyone else. Especially, I put myself in that person's position. If it's sensitive, if something sensitive about me comes out, I don't want to do that to this person too, because I know how it feels, and that's gonna feel terrible. That's so hurtful. So me, as a person, yung intention ko is not to hurt the person. I end it with me because that's hurtful. That's something like that.
So don't pass it on anymore. You don't know the information is real.
Ito na lang, di ba?
Exactly. Let's pass the joint to the left-hand side. But I think yun talaga. I mean, you just have to move on. Like, I know it's hard. I know that, and whatever you're going through, words really can destroy people.
Yes. And here, Kuya Ed said, respect isn't for the others to stop sharing chismes. The respect is in ourselves to stop it.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
It should stop with you na. I mean, you know.
Ang galing kasi pinasimple niya yung sinabi ko. Pero yan, guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Kuya Ed.
Galing talaga ni Kuya Ed.
Ang zero kasi yan eh.
Na-summarize niya lahat.
So, yun nga. Keyword nga.
And then, sabi ni Dan, huwag patulan gossip kung alam mo ang totoo.
Yeah. Tama. Tsaka correct din, correct people also. Na pag alam mo ang chismis, sabi mo, chismis yan. Wag mo nang, i-rebuke them din. Alam mo yun? Diba? Baka misinformed lang talaga.
Pagtawanan mo na lang, di ba? Parang, di ka pa mapagod.
Yung iba nga, like, humility comes with that too kasi, di ba? Knowing that, like, parang you'd rather just end it with you, yung gossip na yun. That's humility also.
Yeah.
Most of our world is built around having information in the pain of our hands. Spreading rumors is not okay and will never be. Stay in your lane and work together for the same cause.
Yeah. Stay in your lane. Gusto ko yan.
Respect.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Mind your own business talaga eh. Parang if it's not, kapag wala epekto sa'yo, tama na.
Yeah.
I think people will catch up. People will catch up with your lies anyway, And all I say to those people who spread gossip or misinformation, you're gonna end up alone. You're gonna end up on top. Yeah, you're gonna be the number one, but you're all alone because no one wants to be your friend anymore.
Yeah,
it's lonely on top, guys.
Yeah,
would you want to be number one, but nobody wants to be your friend, right? Is that worth it? Talaga, losing your friend, losing respect from other people. Is it really worth it?
Yeah. And also doon sa mga tao na naka-experience ng pinagchismisan or may, alam mo yon na nagkaroon ng mapangit na experience kasi may mga nag-spread ng rumors about them. I guess yung masasabi ko lang is that as long as alam ng family ninyo at ng mga true friends ninyo yung totoo, I guess okay na yun. I guess that is good enough. Okay na yun. That's good enough.
You're right, Pao.
Yun naman.
You should know that yung
peacefully at night.
Yeah, and you should know which critic to listen to as well. Something like that.
Totoo yun.
Ano daw, guard son Tatoings. Anong name mo yung girl naka-brown?
I think, Pao, naka-brown ka din ba?
Hindi, naka-pink ako.
Si Miss Kai.
Brown.
Yes.
Guys, it's Russ.
Kai. 12th episode na po namin si Miss Kai.
Okay lang, baka new viewer naman siya.
Ayun. Ayun nga. So, 7 na pala. Ngayon ko na nakita yung time. So yun ang topic natin tonight, utang na loob and gossip. And I hope na entertain namin kayo and I hope may mga natutunan din kayo. Sana hindi rin kayo magsawa na panoorin kami kasi magkakaroon kami ng book club session and so this is our 12th episode for season 1. So, ang bilis talaga.
Wow. Yes. Actually, can we just entertain one more question and then we further introduce what's gonna happen next? Kasi mag-e-end na yung finale namin po today.
Game.
Sabi ni, this is our last question. Mga ate, ano po ba sa tingin nyo kung mabibigyan ng pagkakataon na malegal ang marijuana dito sa Pinas, mas marami bang magiging masama o mabuti sa paggamit nito sa tingin niyo po? Ako, sa tingin ko, in all honesty, I stick with the positive side talaga of things on how it's gonna affect the whole country. Yung positive benefits na mabibigay nito sa panlahatan. Sa tingin ko, yes.
And for me,
mabuti.
Number one, kung decriminalize na. Kung decriminalize na ang cannabis sa Pilipinas, kung meron kang hawak sa kamay mo, hindi ka na ikukulong. Number 1 yun. Okay? Possession, hindi na kailangan makulong. That's number 1.
Non-violent marijuana.
Number 2 yun na, yung violence.
Na
diba?
hinuli lang. Wala naman silang ginagawa. Or something. And it's ano lang, yun. Expungement of those crimes. Ma-expunge din po yun. Very good point nga, Miss Kai nga.
Oo. Ako, ang masasabi ko lang is, maraming kalmadong tao.
Yes.
Maraming sobrang kalmado yung culture sa Pilipinas kasi aminin na natin ang mga
Pilipino. Grabe no, init ng tao pag sa traffic doon.
Aminin na natin ang mga high blood ang mga Pinoy.
Kasi naman nakaka-stress din minsan yung how stressful it is sometimes for other people there as well. Di ba yung mga ibang tao, stress.
And gusto ko rin so this could be like a very simple example. Kasi di ba masyadong mapangit ang traffic sa Pilipinas. So, alam mo yun, kapag may sciatica ka, yung pain management mo rin,
periods of time.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, diba? So, ang sabi ko lang, marami siyang positive benefits kapag naligal ang marijuana sa Pilipinas, medically and recreationally. Medically kasi talagang sa palliative care, sa cancer, sa even with anorexic people, yung may mga health eating disorders, makakatulong yun kasi mabuboost yun ng marijuana, ng cannabis, yung healthy eating habits ng isang tao. Tapos yung may nalimot ako, moving on. So recreation.
Yes.
Maraming masaya ang mga tao, kalmado lahat, hindi yung mainit yung ulo, alam mo yun. So,
ako, siguro this week, my experience was, like for us women, we have monthly aches and pains, right? So, for me, instead of grabbing Tylenol or, Biogesic or Alaxan or anything like that, nagka-cannabis na lang ako to ease the pain, to ease, tension or, pain, abdominal pain. Yun ang ginagamit ko.
As simple as yung sleeping pills din, di ba? Replacing sleeping pills. So, that's healthier. Yeah. And then even recreationally, it's healthier than cigarette. It's healthier than alcohol.
It's healthier than alcohol, my gosh. 100%.
Oo.
100%.
Malalasan yung alcohol intake, di ba? Tsaka yung cigarette intake. Yeah.
Totoo.
And sabi ni Alex, it's a better option than smoking shabu or the like.
Sure.
Yung iba nga tumitigil nun.
For sure.
May friend ako dito na gumamit niyan, tas nagmarijuana na lang. And he's doing just fine.
Yeah. And it's saying that cannabis is a gateway drug is, I think, the most infuriating thing I've ever heard talaga. Na it's so untrue. Like, cannabis is actually the gateway to get out of harmful substances. For me, it's actually the substitute, like, to veer away from the more harmful drugs like shabu or other things, like other substances like that, even alcohol and cigarettes. So for me, it really helps shift, and make better choices. For me personally.
Yeah. Okay naman yun. So yun. Ayun nga. Any comments? Yes.
Legalize medical cannabis in the Philippines, guys. Madaming talagang benefits to. Sa ekonomiya, sa turismo, sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. Being able to grow your own medicine at home, ang laki talaga ng pwedeng mga benefits.
Sabi nga ni Jerry, amen, basta mabuting tao ka pa rin, unang makakaalam ng ugali kundi ang family mo dahil sila ang kasama mo sa pang-araw-araw.
Oo.
Yeah.
Totoo yan.
Totoo.
Kaya nga dun sa tao na yun na nagsabi sa akin na sinabi ko talaga, bakit kasama ba kita araw-araw sa bahay?
Pero alam mo, may mga tao, may mga tao na hindi sila mabait sa pamilya nila. They're not kind to their family, but they're so kind to other people. May mga tao ganun din,
meron nga.
Ang salbahe-salbahe sa bahay.
I hope they wake up from that
Yeah,
stage.
wake up.
Gonna create chaos.
Oo nga, Sky. Tama nga naman yun.
I think you will judge a person when they're alone. I think when they're by themselves, in their own minds, what they're thinking, their processes, doon mo makita yung totoong personality ng tao.
Alam mo, tsaka kapag pag yung tao na yon nasa isang customer service setting. Halimbawa, nasa restaurant, kung paano nila i-treat yung ibang tao doon sa restaurant or sa grocery store or whatnot.
People,
yung mga with like housekeeping and what society thinks as the low income, yung mga mababang trabaho, yung mga ganon. How you treat those people talaga. Mga waiters nyo, yung mga...
Alam mo,
ha?
With cannabis nga, with those people nga na, of course, our values matters and all that. But, directing it pa rin na ang halaman na ito, gamot talaga siya. And, sadly, we just really have to face na may mga ganong tao. And like what we reiterate kanina, just boundaries from them. And then, we still push back for the legalization. Whatever yung opinion ng mga iba't ibang tao na medyo negative sila na, hindi yan, ganyan. For me, ako, pag nakakarinig ako ng ganun, boundaries kasi para sa akin, then ako, I'm still gonna push forward. And I know a lot of people are just pushing forward with me as well. And then, I know na mas maririnig, mas maiintindihan ng mga tao na talagang gamot ang cannabis. Kasi hindi lang naman California ang legal sa cannabis. Ang dami na pong state na legal ang cannabis. May mga nauna pa. May mga ibang bansa na rin, di ba? And the studies are there. Kumbaga, yung ignorance, when people choose to be ignorant, it just shows arrogance. So, wag po tayong ganon.
Arrogance.
And also we know naman that there's education naman. And a little humility naman. Kasi may mga pasyente talaga nangangailangan ng gamot na ito.
True.
Sobra. And we have experiences talaga here. And we have friends who use it medically also, not just recreationally. So, yes, yun po rin ang gusto namin maiparating sa Philippines. And we're pushing for that. We're getting more people to speak up para marinig talaga ng gobyerno na, hey, gamot talaga ito. And walang masama dito, even recreationally. But yes, let's support the first step, which is medical. Cannabis in the Philippines. Yeah.
Kasi yun talaga yung pinaka-importante and yun talaga ang makakalagay ng malaking weight sa fight nitong cause na to. Kasi kailangan talaga natin ng research. Yun talaga, like amount of research is needed for this plant para talaga ma-back up yung fight natin for this one.
Yes. And once it gets legalized also in the medical field, it also opens more research and more studies para mas maaral pa ng mas marami, di ba? So, it just adds more benefits to it, di ba?
Yeah.
But ultimately, kung ano man yung paggamit sa halaman, kung ano yung hindi lahat ng nagka-cannabis mabuti, di ba? In short, nasa tao na yun. Pero right now, we all have to understand that magpakumbaba tayo dahil it's not about us also. You know what I mean? It's really about the cause na ang halaman na ito ay nakakatulong sa maraming tao. Tinutulungan nga tayo di ba?
Yeah.
And nakakalungkot rin nga na hindi natin hanggang usok na lang dito sa camera, di ba? Mas masaya sana kung talagang kasi yung vibes ba, you guys understand me? Yun. Kung nag-smoke din kayo, tapos mabubuti yung mga kalooban natin, magkakaintindihan naman tayo in that sense eh. So, di ba, one community na ganon and very supportive, loving, and really pushing for people's health and wellness, di ba? So,
Yes. Tama yan.
Positive pa rin ako.
Mangyayari yan. So, medical, one step at a time.
Yes.
So, medical cannabis ang pinagtutulungan natin na ma-legalize sa Pilipinas. And like one way to support nga is, what we mentioned is the MedCan party list.
Yes.
So,
let's support MedCan.
Yes. So, next year, May 2022, ay election po natin. Alright? So, magparehistro na po tayo ngayon pa lang para pwede po tayong bumoto sa May next year. At i-check po natin yung box po na yan na MedCan party list. At sila pong mag-uumpisa po para talagang mababago po yung ating mga laws
yung
natin sa Pilipinas. Sila po yung parang grupo talaga na ipupush po yung medical cannabis sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Yun nga. Okay. So, meron ba tayo na missed out sa comment section or yun ba yun?
I think
okay na, no? Okay. So, ayun nga. So, kanina nga, 12th episode natin to. This is our last episode for season 1.
Gusto ba kayong i-play kong sound?
Thank you sa lahat na sumubaybay sa amin, sa mga viewers sa Pilipinas na gumigising ng 9 o'clock ng umaga. And before dinner time din dito sa California. Thank you so much. Pero hindi kami nagtatapos doon.
Yeah.
Kasi, bakit Julie? Meron po
kaming magbe-break lang kami sa pagla-live. But meron po kaming parang book club na ginawa to also help us while on break, to help us be grounded somehow. So we chose books that can help us stay grounded, and books that we really like also, that we feel like we want to share it too. So, yung unang book, we decided it's gonna be Tuesdays with Maury. I don't know if you guys have read that, but I've read that kasi since high school, then I read that nung college ulit. So it's just like, maganda kasi siya for me. Every time I read it, parang it just makes me realize, puts me in my center, balances me out. So something like that. And Tuesdays with Maury. And Mitch album yun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's encourage our viewers to pick up the book, read it. It'll be nice, that we can all come together and talk about what we read and, your insights and, any comments and suggestions regarding the book. And, we'll be reading it also, right, Pao? Yeah. All right.
And I just to clarify cannabis doon, our opinions about it. Kasi di ba nakasakit siya doon. Anyway, basta please, if it would be exciting kasi nabasa niyo na ba yun, guys? Girls.
Yeah, nabasa ko na siya a while back.
Yeah, a while back.
Okay, a while back. Ako rin, so matagal na rin, so I wanna backtrack to it. But I just remember, it felt good for me after reading it. Like, this is a nice book.
Very insightful.
We'll read it together.
And
from chapter 21, we'll go live again.
Yeah. So we're gonna have in between the live of our book review will be like just stay on our page. We'll be sending out some snippets, some little videos here and there to keep you excited for our next live in August 21st, Saturday. Ganun pa rin, same time, di ba? Same time naman tayo, same place.
Yes.
So wait for us.
Just to clarify yung time zones. So August 21 dito sa California and then August 22 sa Pilipinas, 9 o'clock. Tama?
Yes.
Tama.
So then hindi pa siya yung di ba, yung mag-change yung International
daylight
savings.
We'll cross the road when we get there.
Oh, basta we'll just adjust it when we get there. But yes, it was 21 at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, ayun, yun ang update namin moving forward. Again, maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you guys for watching and following.
Yes.
Again, so we are
Menage.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so